Tide.
You are listening to High Minds, the podcast where we elevate the conversation on culture, sports, politics, and entertainment. Stay tuned for a higher perspective at the intersection of everything.
Smokey here.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Fire!
Can't yell fire in a crowded podcast.
Smoky.
All right, we're here. High Minds. We're here post-election. Elon Musk's out here giving the Nazi salutes and shit, allegedly.
He has Asperger's. That's what they're saying.
Man.
That's what don't you see all the Asperger's kids walking around doing it all the time?
Well, is that what they're saying? Asperger's not even a term anymore. But
no.
I love how they're like that seems kind of offensive to autistic people, right? Oh, he's just on the spectrum, so he just throws up Nazi salutes.
That's the excuse right now. That's funny.
I've known a lot of people with autism. I don't think it works like that. It's like when someone's like, "Well, I was drunk." I mean, what do you want? And they're like, "Well, it doesn't make you racist."
Yeah. Well, yeah, I see lots. Yeah, see a lot of things, kids stuff that I've never seen a kid do that ever.
Yeah.
we have a pediatric clinic that does everything from kids from all over everything.
Everything. Not throwing up the Heil Hitler. That's wild.
No, that's a new one. But
I didn't see that coming. Did you see that the Ohio State won the national championship?
I did see that. I didn't watch the game though.
I forgot it was on.
I was cooking.
What were you
cooking dinner and then I think my son was watching it. Drew was watching it, and I could hear it in the other room, and I was just kind of yelling at him what the score was, but I didn't see it.
Ohio State fans really love themselves. They're like kind of like Cowboy fans,
Yeah. It's like a sport. It's weird. Sports are weird like that. I don't know. It's like everything's like that. Teams, the teams. Oh, my team. Like it's.
What's funny about it is like the players care less than we do.
Oh,
like players will go. I remember Johnny Damon became a free agent and then signed with the fucking Yankees.
Yeah,
like he was the ultimate Red Sox.
Just see what happens when you have a fan go out into the field, going after an opposing team's player. So, your home team player is gonna beat the shit out of you. Mm-hmm. They're all friends, man. They've been playing since they were kids, and they play all the way growing up through, summer balls, travel balls. You play. I mean, it's a job. It's a job to them. And that's how they see it. A lot of professional athletes don't like playing because it's not fun. It's Have
you seen Jokic?
It's not fun.
Have you seen his interviews?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't.
The Joker does not look like he's having fun. He's like, "Get me the fuck out."
He just found something that he can make millions and millions of dollars off of, just like anything, and it's a job to him. He's really good at it, and he can make millions of dollars, and he doesn't love it. A lot of players don't love it.
All that shit.
A lot of players, they don't love it. They just can make a shit ton of money off of it. So it's like, what are you going to do? I just don't want to do it. I mean, anybody would do it. If I could play in the NFL, I'd be playing in the NFL just because of the money. It sucks.
Yeah,
But
I would
it's
play
true.
a sport that I didn't like for millions of dollars. I mean, shit, we all do jobs we
Yeah.
probably don't really like for a lot less.
And if you say you're not going to do it, you're a liar. Because if they said, "Hey, $27 million if you run the
If you
bases,"
if you could shoot 50% from the 3-pointer line.
yeah, it's like, really, you're gonna say, "No, I'm good." My $75,000 a year job is just fine.
Yes, just fine.
But no. But
It's
anyways,
just
yeah, I didn't see it. So,
fine.
but
Yeah, so it's been an interesting week.
how's the farm? I see you got your the
Farm,
base and the
I gotta
structure.
I just gotta put the plastic on the greenhouse.
I know it's looking good. I saw it. I
I
was like,
know.
wow,
I can't wait to
it's gonna be
get some
pretty big.
weed up in there. It's huge. Well, it's technically a hoop house. It's 26 feet by
House.
10 feet.
Yeah, that's huge.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
it doesn't sound big when you're thinking about it, but then once it's up, you're like, holy shit. And then once it's covered, it's gonna even look like you're gonna see it like, oh damn. Then you're gonna get inside, you're like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty big,
cool.
pretty big little greenhouse.
Yeah, I think I can get like 10 plants in there and then the rest of my shit. Probably try like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different strains maybe. Go with a sativa,
just
a couple hybrids, and maybe like a blackberry kush, an indica, something like that.
yeah, I'd look into also the growing laws just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it's legal. It's not like it's illegal.
You can only grow so many plants per
I believe
person.
but this was years ago. Last I heard was 6.
Yeah.
When we did last time, we did 7, just in case a plant,
Mm-hmm.
something happened or shit happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one time, I don't know if we've got checked or whatever, but I think but that it's just sometimes it's just nice to have just in case.
Were you growing inside though or outside?
Outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was outside. Outside my back property.
Yeah.
But it was like fenced with, you couldn't see it. You didn't know what it was. Even when they were full grown, you couldn't see. We grew them short and fat.
Yeah.
We had them they looked like they were just like a Christmas tree, like looking like they were just round.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't want them going up over the chain link fence and stuff. Not just for people, just for people not to see, just so they don't get jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at that time, there was no one up there when we did this. Was shit. This was 4 years ago
after the fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So our greenhouse is only like 7 feet. Well, it's about 6.5 feet. So it'll be shorter, and we'll have to grow them the same way, short and stubby.
Yeah. No, it'll be cool. It'll be fun. It'll be cool.
It'll be like weed heaven when you walk in.
They'll be your babies. You're gonna name them.
Mm-hmm.
They are. Me in there every day, just put a little music on for them.
Every little Rasta music.
Little Rasta music. Speaking of music,
yeah, we got our top 5. Well, we'll figure out who our top women recording artists of all time. That's what we got today.
This was hard. This was a lot harder than I thought.
It's really difficult.
As I started looking and actually listening to music again, like older music and different, I'm like, oh shit, it got really hard because there's a lot. And what are the standards though? Also, what is it? Is it just? So I mean, it's different of someone that's just can sing, lyrically can just sing, but
that's it.
They lack on other things.
Maybe they're not a songwriter, but if someone's a songwriter though too, if someone's a songwriter, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, your songwriter, your touring, your album sale, I mean, everything. The whole package, or is it just, because there's some old singers that just didn't have a lot of that available that are still just monsters. So it's it's hard.
Yeah,
but
it's very difficult.
And there's some that actually surprised me that I forgot about, and then I kind of started looking into her more and more, and I'm like, this girl is a beast. Like, damn, I didn't realize it till I started going through, and I'm like, how many songs were like hits and like boom, boom. It was
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, so yeah, so we'll see. I came up with a list of like, gosh, I got up to like 17.
Yeah,
I
there's a
kept
million.
finding them. Yeah, so it's like,
But
so there's
it's
mine.
also like, what is your favorite too? So that's kind
Yeah,
of,
so
you know,
that's thrown in there also. So that's probably
Mhm.
my final. That's like my final, I guess, order. I guess would be like, okay, now that this one's, I like them more. I listen to them more, so they kind of move up.
Yeah.
But so it's just opinion. But so I mean, who are you gonna open up with?
Well, I gotta go. Do you put Whitney Houston in the top 5?
Yeah, I thought she's kind of like the one because yeah, I mean, what are you gonna say? She can
That girl
sing.
can
People know.
sing.
Everyone knows who she is. I
So
mean,
many
Whitney
hits.
Houston. Yeah, it's from soundtrack hits to like movie hits to, I mean, everything. I think she was an actress. I mean, like she just did so many things. Yeah, yeah, she'd have to be top 5 for sure.
As far as like just singers though, like yeah, definitely. But yeah, she
Voice
was.
wise,
I thought she acted too a little bit.
she did that Bodyguard movie, wasn't she? The
I thought
with
she
Kevin
was in
Costner,
it.
and
Yeah,
then she did the 2 songs.
she did Waiting to Exhale. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, she's in some movies.
but yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, she had so many songs. I think she was probably way up on my list. Yeah, I
What
want to
else you
dance.
got?
Even her old stuff. You forget about her
I
old
want
stuff.
to dance with somebody. That's her, right?
Yeah, like that song. It's catchy. I started playing them. Like I forgot about this. You start kind of like, hey, it's not bad. So, yeah, definitely Whitney. Like I even went farther back to like, where would you put like an Aretha Franklin?
I know it's tough. I was thinking her,
See,
Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald,
yeah,
Etta
it's like
James.
Ella Fitzgerald's another one. Yeah, I had there. It's just hard.
Yeah, I mean, for me
I only
personally,
can name
of
a
all
couple
those,
songs.
I like Ella,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think
Billie
Aretha's my
Holiday.
favorite
Aretha's your favorite? Okay.
out of
Did you see
that
the
group.
documentary? Did you see the movie?
No, I haven't actually.
I didn't either.
But out of those 3, I mean, I know the songs. Like I can, there's some songs but respect, all that stuff. So it's, I would
One
say
of
her
my
for me, but I don't think she's a top 5. I
Aretha?
just don't think she's. Yeah, I
No.
definitely top 10 for
Hmm.
my list.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't put her
There's
in the
just
top 5.
these like for the top 5 for me, it's like something I could like if it came on a playlist, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to a song too. Like Aretha
Oh,
comes on,
then
I'll listen to one
give me
song.
give me your one in your top 5 then.
One of my top 5 would probably be see, this is what sucks. There's a few I like.
Britney Spears.
No, yeah, Brittany. Have you seen her lately?
Britney bitch. No.
Oh my gosh, she's crazy. Okay, okay. One of my top 5. This would probably be my 5, and it surprised me. Is Pink. That's
You like
who I
Pink,
was
huh?
talking about, and it surprised me because I started looking, and she's been going hard since like what 2000.
Yeah,
Like
she's older,
25
right?
years. Yeah, it's like she's
She's
25
in her
years.
40s. She's older than I am. She's 45. Yeah.
Yeah, like for 25 years going hard and still doing it.
Judy
And
says
that's
no
one
way
that
I can
shocked
narrow
me.
to 5. Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
tough.
it's so hard. But I was surprised. Like I like Pink is like my what would you call it? My Hail Mary. Like this is the one I think that the Black Horse, whatever, like shocked me. I didn't realize it till I started looking at her albums and all the songs. And there's so many fucking songs.
Yeah,
You're like
she's
when I
got a
know
lot.
like 20 something, 30 something songs. And I
She
could
has
listen to
1,
some of
2,
those too.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She got 9 records.
And she's still touring. Huge too. Big tours. Like when she toured, like they're big tours, they're stadium tours. 20 something years later. It's wild. It's I'm like going, how can you just and so many of her songs. I mean, a lot of her songs. I don't know. So I was like, that was it. She wasn't in my top 5.
She can
and
sing
then
though
she jumped
too.
in. Yeah, no, she can sing, and I like her voice. I like her. I like her voice. Like a lot of her songs. I'll listen to them to this day. If it comes on, I'll listen to it. So for me, that was probably by around 5, 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where Whitney is for me. I'd also I mean I have to put Beyonce in there.
Yeah, I had her on my list. She kind of changed the game in a lot of ways.
There's a lot of hits for me from her. And people love to hate on Beyonce, which makes me like her even more. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of hate she gets. Like, it's like, dude, just
whenever you
people were complaining about this last record and they were proving her point. Like, it's a Beyonce record, but it's country. It's more country, right? So people are like, oh, she can't be country. She's not country. It's like, why not? She's whatever the fuck why can't you do country? Because you're black.
You can do whatever you want.
Country's black music.
Taylor Swift started out kind of country, and then she moved over to what she is now.
Yeah,
a lot of record. Look at Primus. I just went and saw Primus at a bluegrass festival. And they're doing bluegrass stuff.
Why not? I got a big brown beaver.
Yeah, it sounds just like that. And they're bluegrass festivals and stuff like that. Like and that's how they play. But you wouldn't think that. But I mean, people. Things evolve. People change. They can do what they want. I mean,
and as an artist, if you don't change and adapt, you're gonna die.
Your sometimes you want to change it. You get tired of doing the same thing over and over. You want to change up and do something else, and you're good at it, and you make a record that's huge. I don't know.
People are just haters. People are haters. They got nothing.
And no matter what anyone does, and no matter what,
they're gonna hate.
It doesn't matter. You can do everything perfect, and they'll find, you're too perfect. That's a little hate.
Yeah. So I put Beyonce in my top 5.
Yeah, and I mean, I like Beyonce and like a Taylor Swift. You can't ignore Taylor Swift. I mean,
as far as her career, as far as
everything,
the height of her career, yeah.
And she's still in it, and she still has how many more years of it? Like years.
She's got a couple bops though. I do like a couple of her songs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know a lot of her songs. I listened to a few of them. I'm not
a Swiftie though. I'll admit. Are you a Swiftie?
No, I mean I don't know enough song to be a Swiftie.
Yeah,
I hear a lot of it because Sarah, but she went all the way to Poland to go see her. So
once I heard that Taylor Swift's favorite rapper is Kendrick, and she can rap backseat freestyle perfectly.
Did you see when she did? Shit. She did something like that. They have something. I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I saw her rapping that, and I was like, "Oh, mad props."
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't drop the N-word, though."
No, I mean, what I like about her, I think, why also is not just because obviously the amount of records, a tour. I mean, she writes all the songs. She
writes her music. That's tough.
And she writes everyone else's music that are hits. So many other people's hits that are her songs. And then what she does when she tours, so when she went to San Francisco, she donated enough money for a food house for unhoused people for enough for a year, like enough, like funded the food for a year, which is crazy. And then she just all her staff, the amount of bonuses they got for her tour,
they got 6-figure bonuses,
hundreds of thousands.
Yeah,
yeah, like $200,000 to $300,000. I think it was even more of her end of the tour bonus thing came out. I mean, could you imagine on top of your salary getting bonused hundreds of thousands of dollars?
$100K, yeah,
or more. Some of them I think were $200,000 bonus. It's like, oh, wow. I mean,
the only thing that sucked is it put you in a higher tax bracket that year.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's another one where people just hate on her. It's like, you just don't have to listen to the music, right? Like, what have you done? Did you feed a year's worth of people at a homeless shelter? The fuck you didn't. So sit the fuck down.
Yeah, but they'll find some way to hate on it. It's just people just hate, and it doesn't matter
when you get to an echelon of Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Derek Jeter back in the anyone, and once you get past that line, people just hate.
sports fans are almost worse. I think it's like,
oh yeah, they're such
because
bitches.
they'll physically like, and it's like, commonly to go into a
Mhm.
game, and if you're wearing the wrong uniform and just
Mhm.
shit goes sideways quick. I mean, there's brawls.
I
Like,
remember a Giants fan died in Dodger Stadium because they whooped the shit out of him during a Giants
yeah,
Dodgers game. That's a
died
couple
or
years
almost
back.
died, or was like intensive care.
Yeah,
I think he did
something like
die.
that.
Did he end up
I think
dying?
so.
Yeah, in a parking lot because he was wearing a Giants jersey.
Right. Yep. Crazy.
It's wild. It's just
All right. Well, who else? Who else you
going
got?
to. Oh, let's go. I had Dolly Parton. That was kind of my,
Dolly, huh?
kind of like, I was trying to think of something kind of okay, like where can I go country? And I'm like, you got to Dolly Parton. I
You
mean,
go
how
Carrie
can you not?
Underwood. Jesus, take the
Doesn't she
wheel.
do? Does she do the stupid Monday night football or Thursday night football thing?
I think it's like the Sunday night. I think.
One of
Yeah.
those games. You know how
Yeah.
much she gets $1 million every time that plays.
For real?
Yeah. So she
$1
gets
million?
16 million because I think it's 16 weeks, 16 or so. She gets $1 million, 16 million a year
For that one song?
for the last 10 years. It's been on there for like 10 years. So she's up to like probably hitting on like, is it 16 games? I think they play. So
Yeah.
every time it plays, $1 million.
Mhm.
So she's made
That's
$160 million off that song, just doing that for the football. It's fucking crazy. But
Dolly,
no,
huh?
not her. Dolly, I don't know. I
She
like
sings
Dolly. I don't know why.
Jolene,
Oh, that
Jolene.
song. That's the song. That's the song right there. I like that song. I don't know why. I don't think she's in my top 5, but it was one I was like, kind of like, dang, that's close. See, that's those older ones. Not too many people know, 9 to 5. Working like a
I never
living.
listened to Dolly.
I grew up on a lot of that stuff. My mom listened to a lot of like country and like old country. Like not
really?
old, but like older.
Like Merle
Bonnie
Haggard.
Raitt.
Oh,
Bonnie Raitt.
Raitt.
Alabama.
Alabama. I
Grew
was
up
just
in
gonna say Alabama.
Yeah, no, I know all the songs. Alabama.
I didn't know. We didn't do none
Yeah.
of that.
And another woman too I used to listen to, I think, not top 5, but is Linda Ronstadt. But not a top 5. I don't even know if top maybe top 10.
I'm not gonna list her as a top 5, but I'm just gonna give her a shout out. Karen Carpenter, the drummer from the Carpenters.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
back in the 60s. If you ever want to watch old clips of her drumming, it's phenomenal. Not in my top 5, but my top 5. Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Janis Joplin. I actually like Janis Joplin. I'll listen to Janis Joplin now. She's on some of my playlists, a few of her songs.
Yeah.
For me, she would probably almost be a top 5 because I still to this day listen to her. I've listened to her just a couple days ago in the car. She's on one of my things.
She died like before I was. Yeah, she died in the 70s, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So many old people died.
They
so
went
many
hard.
like people back in the day died like so young like that. Like I mean, the whole airplane, Richie Valens, all those guys, Big Bopper, all that old school, all those. I'm in a plane. Like so many people died young.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But Janis Joplin, I like Janis Joplin.
My maybe number 1. I'm not sure, but I would say Lauryn Hill, Miss Lauryn Hill.
I had her on my list. I love Lauryn Hill.
I love Lauryn Hill. That album could be one of the greatest. I think Apple Music, I think, put the Miseducation of Miss Lauryn Hill number 1 album of all time. I don't know if I can argue with that. Have you ever listened to that album recently? Like every song is fucking a hit. Every fucking song.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Lauryn Hill's on my list. Yeah, I did.
She has to be, I think, one of the best melodic hip hop artists of all time. She could sing, she could rap. Her flows were like ahead of their time, but then she could like just bust out and sing. It's like, yeah.
Like
I've always had a crush on Lauryn Hill too.
Yeah. That "Killing Me Softly" song always gets me.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
I just love that song. It just I don't know if it's just I don't know, memory stuff. I don't know. I just think back because I used to listen to her a lot back years ago. But yeah, Lauryn Hill definitely. Definitely Lauryn Hill. Yeah,
If I could see
who she
Lauryn Hill
was.
before I die, I'll be happy.
I would put her. For me, I'd put her above Beyonce. For me, that's just because I like her music more.
That's
I'll
me
listen
too
to
because
Lauryn
I
Hill.
like her more. Yeah.
Obviously, people can start naming off all kinds of shit that Beyonce, whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just saying,
fine.
because I
Whoever
can
you
listen.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to her more. I would put her above for me
I'd listen to
Beyonce for
Lauryn
sure.
Hill more. Yeah.
Lauryn Hill's good. What else do we have that I? Oh, let's go. I like old kind of rock and roll. Joan Jett. I love rock and roll. Those old time rock and roll songs.
Are you like Stevie Nicks also?
Stevie, yeah, but I wouldn't put her in my like a top 5.
Uh-huh.
But I like I do. I like a lot, I listen to a lot of
Pat
Dead.
Benatar.
Listen to a lot of Dead and stuff like that. And so I'll go Janis Joplin sometimes. I'll mix around and all that stuff, and then I'll get into the old rock and roll stuff. And I do like old rock and roll stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because I grew up on a lot of that. My mom and stuff like they're still fans of that stuff. They still go to like concerts of like Great White and the whole 80s and 80s rock and stuff.
They got them at the casinos here. They got all those like old bands.
No, my mom goes.
Like that. Does she?
Matt,
Old Country and Feather Falls.
He's in the front row just air guitaring it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, he loves it. And it's great, but that's why I think that early stuff is.
Who's Christine Perfect? I don't know who that is.
Joni Mitchell, I know that one.
Yeah, I never got into that. Christine Perfect, not someone I'm familiar with. Christine McVie? Oh, Fleetwood Mac. Okay, yeah. Fleetwood Mac, I mean, I think they, from what I understand, I mean, it's not my kind of thing, but like wrote one of the greatest albums of all time. So yeah, you'd have to put them in there. Or her. I don't know who wrote the songs for them. I have a huge musical crush on Rihanna, so I got to put her in the top 5. I love Rihanna.
I do. She was in my list of
love
women,
Rihanna.
But yeah, Rihanna's good. Rihanna. I love Alicia Keys. Kind of the same kind of thing.
She could sing.
Same thing. So I'm like, I lean a little more Alicia Keys, but Rihanna for sure too. But I like Alicia. Her and Rihanna were like Alicia Keys and Rihanna are like my.
Dude, Bitch Better Have My Money. Like that song is so hard. Like she really did get like robbed by this girl, and she wrote a song like that. Like Bitch Better Have. Oh my god, it's so hard. It's so hard. I love it. So I still rock that. You see me driving down. Bitch Better Have My Money.
Who you think I like the song. Yeah, I'll say it all the time when someone owes me money.
Oh yeah.
When one of my boys owes me money, when it's ruined, bitch better have my money.
Bitch better have my money. Who do you think you're fronting with? Huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then I don't know who else. Alicia Keys. I mean, then you have stuff like Celine Dion, which is pretty wild, especially what recently happened to her. She's not my top 5, but
no, I can't really get down with her.
I think she had some crazy disease.
I think so.
She left for a couple of years and she just came back and now she's performing again here.
Good for her.
But I was just like,
does she have a residency in Vegas? Is that what she has?
She did, yes, but she has for years. And then she got sick or something happened. Like she was really sick. Like I thought she died for a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like she was in, I think, pretty sick. And, like,
you ever hear those like of those artists or musicians or celebrities that you haven't heard of in a while, and you find out they're alive? You're like, wait, they died a long time ago. Like Cher, I have no idea if Cher's alive right now. I have no idea.
I saw her on the list. I was like, yeah, I think she is.
I don't like Cher. I mean, nothing personal. I don't like her. Yeah, she probably is. But you look up people. You're like, I have no idea if this person's alive or dead. No clue.
Her husband guy, who was the Bono. Her husband.
Bono.
Remember when he died?
Well, it wasn't Bono then.
Hit a tree skiing.
Oh,
was that Bono? I think it was Bono.
No,
something Bono. What was the first name? He died in a ski accident, I think.
This guy who Michael Kennedy?
No. It was back in the day. It was a long time ago.
Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono. Yeah.
There you go. Heavenly up near Tahoe, right?
I think he hit a tree.
Oh, that's right. Sonny and Cher. Yeah, he hit a tree. Damn. That is damn.
That's a damn.
What about Shakira?
I love Shakira. She's one of my favorites.
I do too. I
love Shakira.
Oh, that's a good one. Tracy Chapman. Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy Chapman's another good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do like some Macy Gray. I like her also, but not top 5.
No.
That's the name of my cat. That's one of my cat's name.
I love Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott for me.
Work it. That is a look a big thing.
Yeah.
And reverse it.
I
don't even know what she says, but yep.
I
like a little Missy.
Mm-hmm.
Madonna.
Well, I mean,
Madonna's a big one.
You'd have to put her in there if you were just trying to do like most successful.
Yeah.
Female artist of all time. Just she's the queen of pop, right? For forever.
Yeah, and then she was like the first, I think, like pushing the limits. Like a virgin, all that stuff.
Yeah.
What's the one that the church is singing?
Like a prayer.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh.
It's like, oh, isn't that song about a blowjob?
Oh yeah. On my knees. Oh, I'm gonna take
down on my knees and I'll take you.
Yeah, they're in church.
Like, yes, Jesus. Yes, Jesus. Just filled with the Spirit.
Oh my gosh. I would pay for that like film. I'd give me that film if I was them and reboot the music video of just a church.
Dude, you can't write better satire. You can't write better irony. Like that can't be.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, at first I thought it was like this can't be real. Like this has to be like, are they doing this to go viral? Is someone
see? And because we used to do that, like when I was playing worship music, we would like steal songs and rewrite them into Christian kitschy music. And funny story, this is how I actually quit worship music. Before I walked away from any of the church or anything, I was practicing at the church and they wanted to play Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, but they're going to change it to the SON instead of SUN. And I quit in the middle of practice. I was like, I can't, and this isn't even a religious thing. I was like, as an artist, I can't do this. I can't. I owe it to the art form to not do that. I can't bring myself to do it. And I was like, you're gonna have to find a new drummer. And then I left, and I never played again in a church because I was like, I can't do it. I can't. Yeah. Here Comes the Sun. Come on, that's so bad. It's so cringy, dude. Yeah. And I'm not even a Beatles fan. I'm not like. I mean, obviously, I like some of their songs.
I like a few Beatles songs.
I'm not like in love with the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I had to respect the craft.
Yeah, that's some dedication. Wow, look at you.
Yeah, I was just like,
gotta stand up.
Can't bring myself to do it. I know I'm dying on this hill somehow. This is the hill I'm dying on.
This is it. Think about all that, time and yeah.
Let's take a quick break so we can hit this weed. Allegedly.
Perfect.
Be right back. Allegedly.
Hey.
We're back. That was great. Meant to put it on loop. All right.
But
so far I think we can agree that Beyonce's got to be in the top 5. Lauryn Hill's in the top
Beyonce
5.
for sure.
I think Whitney's
I
close.
want Lauryn Hill. I think Lauryn Hill has to be at least, for me, 2, 3 2, 3,
Who would you go number 1?
3,
Who's the
2.
ultimate?
For me, out of women that I listen to the most, mine would be Pink. After I went through and listened,
Pink.
for me, because it's something I listen to this day, and I didn't realize it until I started actually looking. I'm like, dang, she's been just. I mean, she's been crazy. Like I said, 25 plus years of just boom, hits, and still touring. And I listen to it. Yeah, that for me, I would probably, because I listen to her out of everyone we named the most. Lauryn Hill would probably, I think that's why I said 2 or 3. She'd probably be my second, though I listen to the most out of women. Like solo, I guess.
Did we miss anyone? Janet Jackson, Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera can sing too. She's another one I really like. I like her voice too. I like that just.
She can sing really well.
Yeah, that shit, and then she gets that dirt. I don't even know how the dirty just like, but it's like, how do you do that? Yeah, that raspy. I'm like, dang.
I thought it was funny that she came up around the same time as Britney Spears, and they were like the polar opposites in terms of their vocal ability. Mm-hmm. Like Britney could never sing. Britney can't sing her way out of fucking anything. But at the time, I don't know. It was like it apparently didn't matter.
It didn't. That's the time of Baywatch, and
I feel bad for her though. She had that like her dad basically like owned her.
Yeah, that's creepy, man.
Owned her money, owned her fucking
everything,
rights, all that shit.
She was working for him.
And then remember she shaved her head. Like she spiraled hard.
She's
tough.
She's back.
Tough to watch. Is she?
She's back,
bitch. Back, bitch. I'm back, bitch.
She's back, bitch. Yeah. She's free. Right, so she's doing
one for me, it would be between Lauryn Hill and Rihanna. I might go Rihanna 1, Lauryn Hill 2, and then
okay.
I might go. Shit. I know I gotta have Billie Holiday in the top 5. Old school. I gotta go old school. I love jazz, a good jazz singer. I would say Etta James, but it's really all about At Last. That's like my favorite song of hers, and the rest, I mean, I like them.
For me, old schools I'll go is like Janis Joplin. Like she would be probably my number 3. Honestly, I listen to her a lot still. I listen to probably Pink more just because of just playlist stuff and what I listen to. If I listen to Room, it's not like I have a playlist full of Pink. Like, I'm not in my car listening to just Pink and Janis Joplin. But like when a song like comes on, it's a Pink song will kick on. Like when I do about DJ, have you done that Spotify DJ?
No.
There's like a DJ on there, and it's supposedly it keeps track of how much of what you're listening to throughout the year, and it's just kind of making a channel kind of for you, plays music for it.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'll have like Pink pop up on the Sinead O'Connor. Yeah, see, Sinead O'Connor's another one. Yeah, I actually really like her also. See, it's too hard.
It is way too hard.
It's like it's just too hard. You can't. It's.
I would have to put I'd have to put Hayley Williams in there too of Paramore. I do like her. I don't like that. Okay. I don't listen to that kind of music anymore. But I've always had.
That's who opened up for Taylor Swift, huh? Right?
I think so.
I think that's who Sarah saw in Poland. Paramore opened for. But yeah, I don't know any of their songs.
I used to play. I forget the album. I could play the whole thing on drums. I learned it at one point.
Yeah.
Riot, I think, is on that album. Maybe that's the album name is Riot.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this top 5. It's so hard. There's so many that it's
Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Well, funny story. We were looking at a house to rent out here, and when we came out here and we're in the neighborhood, and she lived 4 or 5 houses down from the house we were looking at.
Really?
Yeah. So Gladys Knight lives right over here. Like what?
Oh, wow. What?
Yeah. That's what's weird out here in some of these neighborhoods. Henderson's like that because everything out here, a lot of this is like gated and everything. So yeah, you have random, neighbors. One of our neighbors is like an NBA coach. So it's like, it's just random people live out here. You just never know.
Yeah. Alanis Morissette.
See, Atlantis is really good too. God, see, there's just
I don't think
like
I
a lot
knew
of
what "go down on you" in a theater meant when that came out.
yeah. Oh, what does it mean?
I don't know. Wish I
Oh.
knew.
But yeah, like there's just that's too many. I don't know. How do you like who's my number one? I just go who I list. I guess pops up on my playlist more. That's the only way I can do it because there's too many.
Paula Abdul, Gloria Estefan,
Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine.
J-Lo.
Paula Abdul. I listened to a lot of her back in the day.
She sings straight up. Now tell me you're gonna be.
Yeah, she was a Laker girl.
Oh, was she?
Hi. Yeah.
Back in the 80s, maybe?
Yeah.
70s?
80s?
I think she's in her 70s. I think Paula Abdul's in her 70s.
Is she really?
Yeah, I got Lindsay went and saw her with New Kids on the Block.
She looks good.
Oh, no, she was born in 62, so that would yeah, she was born in 62, so that'd make her 62. She's in her 60s, not 70s.
I mean, she still looks good in her 60s. She still looks good. But yeah, I remember all her songs. They were good. She was back there with the Debbie Gibsons and Tiffany, I think. That Tiffany. Era, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember Tiffany?
Okay. Yeah.
Remember Tiffany?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's. So I mean, your number one would be Cyndi Lauper. Another good one.
My number one is Rihanna. Number two is Miss Lauryn Hill. And then I think I go 3 Billie Holiday, 4 Beyonce, and 5 Whitney. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe Pink, Lauryn Hill, Janis Joplin. This is where it gets kind of like...
It's Friday.
I would probably put 4. I don't know. Gosh. I'm trying to think of who I listen to more. I probably Whitney Houston. I like Whitney.
She was pretty young when she died, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually really like Whitney Houston. And 5 would probably be...
She was 48. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's right. She drowned, right? She drowned. She was on coke and she drowned.
Damn. Bobby Brown.
Fucking Bobby Brown.
Motherfucker. Fucking Bobby Brown.
That's a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker.
Aretha?
I don't know if she breaks my top 5. I really don't know. My 5th one would probably be... I don't know.
Meg White from the White Stripes?
I've never listened to the White Stripes.
You haven't?
No. I was never in like younger music. I was always in like I'd stick to like one vein back in the day. Like, oh, it was whatever, hip hop or rap. That's all like we did. I didn't venture out of that. Everything else sucked. That's all I was in school. Yeah, everything else sucks. I'd probably go. Dang it!
You were back there listening to LL Cool J.
That was my very first CD.
LL.
Actually, my 5th one would probably be Taylor Swift. Just because it plays in my house a lot. I hear it a lot. It's in the car a lot, so I know a lot of songs, and I could, probably. I'd probably be. Okay. Yeah, you can call me a Swiftie. Shit.
I'll admit have you ever seen those reactors who were like a group of black dudes reacting to an old Taylor Swift song? Just reacting so hard to it. It's awesome. It's really funny.
No, I haven't.
Judy says
I do like watching those reactions.
For you, if you separated by genre. I mean, yeah, that'd be easier.
Probably.
Yeah, it's always hard when you play like Desert Island. You got 5 albums to have on Desert Island for the rest of your life. How the fuck are you going to narrow it down to 5? It's impossible.
Yeah. I guess it's just what you want. Yeah. But I'd go there. So
she's got a huge catalog. Taylor's got a huge catalog.
Huge. And I actually like that. What is it? That Bad Blood. That album, that song from that album. I actually like that. That song is actually really good.
Because baby, now we got bad blood.
Like I said, it's just everything with her, like what she does, from writing her own stuff to it's impressive. It's talent. She can sing. She actually can sing. She can sing and she can write and she can. I mean, she pretty much.
She was hanging out with your girl Caitlin Clark at the football game.
Was she? Mm-hmm. There's gonna be another one. Caitlin Clark's gonna be huge. She's gonna be big. Like, she's gonna be. Yeah.
I mean,
she's not that tall. No, she's only like, I think. No.
Did you hear that story about the stalker she had?
No.
Oh yeah, he came in. He's like an old, crusty looking dude. He came in. He was like, "I'm guilty as charged," and the judge was like, "Whoa, we haven't even fucking started." Like, weirdo.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He was like proud that he was stalking Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I felt bad for her when I saw her in Vegas when I was there shooting. I mean, I was on the court next to her, and I had a bunch of pictures with her and stuff. And it's just like what people yell at her from the stands.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like, just like I mean, you get the stupid, "Oh, you suck," but it's just like the shit they yell, like like demeaning shit. You ugly bitch, and like, I mean, just like the stuff they yell. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Weird. You're just like, what is going on? Like, why? It's not like she's even a horrible person. She plays basketball and she's good at it. And you're upset about that.
Yeah, because it's insecurity. It's insecure dudes.
It's weird. Yeah.
It's the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world. The Mark Zuckerbergs without the money.
Yeah, there was a lot of women too, those games, and it was a lot of women yelling at her, screaming at her, just horrible shit. I'm like, what is wrong? Like,
jealousy, maybe. I mean,
I guess, just I mean, throwing the C word at like some of them, like it's just like, damn, like calm down. It's a basketball game. Like, relax. It's wild.
Hey, what's up, Dennis? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's evening here, but Dennis is in New Zealand.
Oh wow. Nice.
He actually lives close to Hobbiton, the actual Hobbiton.
Really?
That's my dream job. Is be a tour guide at Hobbiton. What'd you see?
I was watching or scrolling through some stuff, and a tattoo of like kind of like the Shire with a house, like the Hobbit house and everything.
It's hardcore.
I have to save it. I gotta find it again. It looked awesome. I was like, holy shit, it looks like it looked awesome. A guy, he has a Gandalf that he did that looks, I'll have to find it too. That looks the realism. It's awesome. So it's going to be
some tattoos. You ever look at like the really bad tattoos that people get?
Oh yeah,
I saw one where there's a golem reaching up, and the nipple has a pierced ring, and he's reaching up for the ring.
That's actually it's horrible. It's hilarious though. See, things like that are I'm like, okay, I like that. That's
it's funny, but
it's funny.
I mean, you got to stick to that joke the rest of your life, though. It's a long running joke.
But it's gonna be known forever. That's it. See, there's some good tattoos.
Legend, bro. You're a legend.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot more, and the things that come across, it's crazy. It's hilarious.
Has your buddy, the tattoo artist, has he ever had to just do something that he's just like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever had to do on someone?
All the time. Yeah. All the time they do something. I'm sure. I don't know.
Like Trump across the forehead, that lady. You see that lady?
I don't know if they do that for anybody, for anything. I'm sure he's had to do some tattoos. Like, I know as an artist, there's things you like to do. But I think that's where you're trying to get to the point where you don't have to do those. You can say, I'll refer you to, hey, this guy, this is what he does. I don't, specialize in it. Can I do it? Yeah. Will it look good? Yeah. But if you want to look fucking awesome, have this guy do it.
He
That's kind of
specializes
more
in
where
the
you want to go.
Gollum nipple.
Yeah, some of
tattoos.
that realism.
Yeah.
You know, and like for him, I bet he does black and gray realism, geometric art. So anything with that just kills it.
Yeah.
He can do other things. He just chooses not to because he loves doing that, and that's really all he wants to do. And he's perfected it. I mean, I have it all over my whole hand. That was all that was
And it's all
freehand.
dots, right? He just does all freehand dots, right?
My hand wasn't, but all these lines were freehand. We couldn't get the stencil just to form around a hand. It's just hard to have those lines perfectly straight. So he had to, he said, screw it. We're just had to all the way. And I was just watching it like, dude, you're badass at this. That's just years of doing. I think he's done it like 15 years.
Yeah. And then there's some tattoo artists that just do like portraits. They're just specialties in portraits. Or...
They'll do portraits, realism, old school. You have old school, which kind of like what I had up here, more Sailor Man tattoo. Kind of you have this of that, and then new school. There's Japanese. You have so many different things. Different.
Yeah, I used to watch some of those tattoo shows, those reality tattoo shows.
Yeah, I think the shop where he got this Basilica's, he was on Ink Master. That show.
That's cool.
The stuff they do, those guys are awesome.
Yeah. Dennis says, I'm going to join so many Americans living here, start a farm selling special crops that are not normally grown here. Like, I'll become the most famous New Zealand weed farmer. I don't know if I'll ever make it out there, man. Like we said in our top 5 countries to move to, one of them is New Zealand for me, but it's just so far away, man. It's tomorrow there, or yesterday. I forget. Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. How many hours?
The flight? I think it's 14 from SF. 14, 15, something like that.
I don't know if I could do that.
No.
Like physically, comfortably, like my back, my knees would just, sitting like that for that long.
You need Elon money to get out there on your private
those little chairs. Yeah. I need to be first class so I can like lay down and stretch my legs. I don't know. That's my
13.
really...
Okay.
13? Dang.
I've done an 11.5-hour flight to Ireland. That sucks. It really does suck.
Now imagine me having to be on that for that long. I'm not a little man. I mean, those seats are small. They're not like you have a lot of room. I just like 5 hours. Like when
13 hours is all of the Lord of the Rings movies in back to back to back. That's a long time to just sit. Yeah, it's like 4 hours each, and then the last one's like 4.5. You're just sitting there like this with a little screen. This is as far as you move. Yeah, but you can't.
For me though, to do that, for me, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I could physically make it through that. Let alone I hate flying anyways, but
if the government of New Zealand wants to pay me like $100,000 a year to grow weed, I'll do that.
Can I take a ship?
I'm gonna take a ship out there.
Take a cruise. There's actually this pretty cool cruise I saw. I don't know, it came across my feed. It's like you go to. It's like
Is it the Leave America for 4 years cruise?
There is one like that, I think.
I know.
There are things like that. There's cruises for like a year-long cruises, 2 years. But you travel, you go to everywhere, everywhere, and you stop at all the major like places. But this one was cool because you can go see, through Asia, go through Tokyo, all the island, like all of that stuff within like a few weeks. Where normally you're not going to travel to go see all those places ever. Really, You're not going to go see, bounce around, but you're on a boat.
You're on a boat. Dennis says 13 hours is nothing. You've traveled 22. Well, good for you.
Oof.
You're a traveling type.
Yeah.
I like my adventures tempered a little bit. Maybe I just don't want to travel as far anymore. I could prep properly on the plane for visiting the Shire. I don't want to visit the Shire. I just want to be the tour guide, actually. Like I said, that's my dream job.
Do it.
Just pack up and move.
do it.
In 6 months, I might be happy that I did at this rate.
Just do it. That'd be
This
crazy.
country's going to go crazy in the next year.
I know it's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be a wild time.
Hey,
you can't say it's not gonna be entertaining though.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of material. I mean, it's almost daily. There's material.
Daily. It's gonna be daily right now.
Comedians and stuff. They just have their notebooks out right now.
Did you see again? Was it Don Jr.? He like ducked out of camera again. He popped up with this shit-eating grin on his face. Like it's like, damn, they're just out there doing coke in front of everyone.
Yeah, he's a big cokehead. It's crazy.
Gotta be.
They all are.
Apparently, I didn't know so many people did cocaine.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Bad. Like it was.
I don't even know where you get cocaine. Who would get me cocaine if I wanted cocaine right now? I don't want cocaine, but see, I don't know.
It's not my thing.
I'm gonna hit up my weed guy one time and be like, hey, do you got any coke?
You'd be surprised. You might wind up. Yeah, you might wind up with it when you be careful what you ask for.
You're like, I was just playing.
He may ask, I got this. I
got pure Colombian.
Oh, yeah, it's not my thing, but yeah, they love it. They love it.
I've never done it. I never want to. Doesn't really seem my vibe.
Yeah, it was not. I don't know. It gave me a headache.
I don't want to be amped up.
Makes your nose run. He was like, it's nah.
Dennis says they did a LA to New Zealand cruise 2 months ago. 24 wonderful days. Oh well, that sounds
24. Good. Yeah, that'd be cool. LA to New Zealand. Okay, see,
sailing out in the open ocean blue.
Probably more dangerous sailing than flying, but for me, in my mind, I don't know why. I could probably do that.
Every time I go on a cruise, I haven't gone in like 2 decades, but I've gone on like a couple maybe. Yeah.
It's been a while.
And every time I think of going on one, I think like I'm just gonna get like there's gonna be some sort of like pandemic on the cruise, norovirus or some shit. Everyone's gonna be shitting themselves and puking everywhere. Makes me nervous. It's going around right now. There's a bunch of cruises that got hit with norovirus and everyone had the shits.
Oh yeah, I know someone that had that. Oh, it's horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
$3,000 per person, Dennis says, to sail for 24 days. Probably not.
It's not bad at all. Yeah, for 24 days, food and everything. See, the nice thing is I really don't drink, so I wouldn't be buying any alcohol or buying that package. So yeah,
you'd have to buy some. That's a long cruise out.
I'd have a drink, but not enough to actually because I know they sell like a package you can buy every day. But
probably,
I'm gonna have a drink every now and then, but for the most part, gotta figure out how to smuggle
on there. You got to smuggle it in.
You got to smuggle the edibles. You got to do something.
You got to put it in your granola or something, or at the bottom of your Ruffles.
Let's get capsules. Get the little capsules.
Oh yeah,
they look like vitamin D. So they look like little vitamin D tablets. There you go.
Then it says great food. Tahiti was amazing. I'd like to go to Tahiti.
Oh, see, Tahiti would be cool. That's what I think about that are kind of cool with cruises is you get to go to a lot of these ports in different cities, different places. Tahiti, all the way down to as you're traveling down there, which would be, I don't know the exact path, but places like that would be cool to see for a day, even if it's just a day or two, just to actually, because I probably never.
Then you're gonna want to go. Then you're gonna want to go back though if you really like a place though.
Yeah, but then I'll know I want to go because Tahiti is one of those places. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to go, but but if you're on the way down, it's like you're passing through, it'd be cool to stop by and check out for a day, spend a few hours, go,
yeah,
and then off to another, port a day or two later.
It's like a little sampler pack.
Yeah, you get to go in.
A little sampler flight.
I'm thinking just like photography wise.
Yeah,
cool pictures you can get just everywhere you're going. Like, that whole trip, you're going to have this catalog of just all different types of photos from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of,
you got to go. You got to go Carnival though. That's where it gets popping, right? They got the deck parties and all that.
Isn't Carnival like the more of the like party kind of party cruise?
Oh yeah.
Is Royal Caribbean, I thought, more family?
I think so. And
oriented?
then Princess is like for older people, maybe.
Older, I don't know, but I think Carnival. I think that's what I did when we did like a 3-day from like LA, San Pedro.
Oh yeah, that's just down to Mexico, Baja.
Yeah, like we did. It was San Diego one day,
Island.
and then one was Catalina, Ensenada, and then back, like a long weekend, which is actually kind of fun. Yeah. It's a really quick, it's not that expensive. I think you can do it for like $300 or $400 a person, especially if you live
3 days of eating and boozing.
Yeah, if you want to just get away for a few days, and it's 3 days is nothing on a ship. That's why you can get inside stateroom too. You don't need like an outside balcony or anything. It's like, what for? I mean, what do you want to look at? There's not. It's just stay inside and do it cheap and stop and get off the boat, and it's a fun weekend. The food's okay. The food's fine. Yeah.
Top heaps of beautiful photos, says Dennis. Princess, no noisy kids, no horrible folk. Amazing world-class concerts. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Princess sounds better.
I haven't been on a ship in a long, long time. Maybe I would belong on the old person cruise.
That's where I'd want to be. I'm already like, get off my lawn.
Get off my ship.
Yeah, I'm already that guy.
I am too. Yeah. Did you ever just sit outside, like just looking out your windows, just looking through, like, who the fuck peeking through my blinds, just looking at people? I find myself doing that shit all the time.
I'll sit on my front porch and just sit there.
Who the fuck are you?
I'll just sit in the chair and like, why? And I don't know why. I'll go out and get the mail and come back up to the door and just checking stuff around the porch. And we have a chair out there and I'll sit down for a while. Next thing you know, it's like 10 minutes later. And I'm just, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just kind of looking around the neighborhood. Like, I'm like, it's just on the porch.
And then when you're younger, you walk by guys like that. You're like, why the fuck is that guy sitting on his porch doing nothing? What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just start, I'm doing stuff, thinking about stuff, and I sit down for a minute. Sometimes, like the other day I did it because there was ducks were flying over. So I was just like sitting, like kind of watching them. I was like, they're just going over and like, oh, look, the mallards. And next thing you know, like 5 minutes later, you're like, God damn it, why am I still sitting out here? Just I'm that old guy just on the neighborhood checking out the neighborhood. Cars are going by. I'm just like watching them, like, who's this? Once they're going by, give them the evil eye, like.
Yeah, I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm like, damn, I'm getting old. I'm only 45. But
it goes quick.
But so I'm like, that'd be my cruise.
Embrace the old, man. Embrace the suck.
That'd be my cruise.
But, that'd be fun. Yeah, we should do a 3-day cruise though, down out of Long Beach or something. It'd be fun.
That'd be fun. It was fun. I think because at Catalina the first day we rented a golf cart, so we were just cruising a golf cart around that island and stuff. And it's a fun, like I said, it's a fun, quick long weekend. You can do it. I think they do it from like a Friday to a Sunday or Monday,
something like that.
Friday to a Monday. So you can swing it, but yeah, it's a fun one. You just know you're gonna have to deal with a bunch of crazy kids, and it's a party cruise. Yeah, it's a party cruise, so it's just gonna be loud, but it's only for a couple days.
Yeah, you can deal it. You can be the old guy who's grumpy. Well, all right. I guess we'll see y'all later. We'll see you probably this Friday, if not Friday, next Tuesday.
Friday, possibly. Might have to take Friday off. I'm gonna I'm gonna be busy the next 3 days.
All right.
I got a convention.
Oh, what convention you got?
We got the whole AVNs, adult video movie, the movie awards, adult video
porn
convention.
That's going to be banned in America at some point, right? You have to watch out.
Yeah, I know. That's what's hilarious about it, because a lot of these people, they're going to be very upset. I think Florida already got rid of.
Well, Florida made it to where you have to like prove your age when you go to. So Pornhub backed out of Florida, and I think another state.
Yeah. So they're going to start losing their porn.
Are you going? What are you going to that shenanigans for? Are you shooting pictures?
Yeah, media. I'm doing photos. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. Actually, yeah, tomorrow. Shoot,
Oh.
it starts tomorrow.
Well, make sure you send some
Tomorrow.
pictures my way.
Yeah, I'll have some good photos. So
I'm just gonna be on my phone. Lindsay's like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, it's like, Andy sent it to me. It's not
I'm
me.
working.
I didn't even open it. It's just there.
It's a
Sending me
fun
his
thing.
work. He's just running it by me. Make sure he's shooting correctly.
Yeah, I get to go by and all the booths. I have to go see all the all the stars, all the talent, and get some photos of them and a bunch of them. So it's fun. And then we have the parties, so I get to go to the industry only parties, which are I don't know if I'm going to go to any this year, but yeah, it's just porn stars and industry, which I mean they're fun, but so yeah, hopefully have some stories, some photos. We'll see what happens.
I mean, it would be a riot just to go once, just to see it.
Last year was fun. It was a good time last year, so I'm sure this year it's a different hotel.
All the debauchery.
Yeah,
it's at a Virgin hotel. That's ironic.
Yeah, it's where it used to be, and now they're back. Yeah,
so the
Virgin Resorts
at a Virgin Resort. All right, I like it.
Yeah, Virgin Resorts. It's Branson's old place. Virgin Virgin
on the Strip.
It's like a block off. Kind of behind MGM. The big green, the lion, the green. It's kind of a block or two behind.
Gotcha.
I think around that area. So
all right, we'll have fun doing that. I guess we'll see y'all Tuesday, and we'll be off Friday while Andy is working.
Yeah, I'm working.
He's twerking it. All right, then. Well, if you're listening, make sure you rate and review. Dennis, thanks nice for listening. Bros, Bible, and Beer. Judy, everyone else listening, we'll see you on Tuesday. Laters. Forgot you were going to that. Sounds fun.
I know. I actually snuck up on me. I just got a call this morning saying, "What time do you want to meet tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh shoot!" So yeah, that'll be fun. We'll see what happens. How it goes.